Muslim boys and girls don't date. If we want to have an intimate relationship with the opposite sex, we have to marry them first. As Muslims, we don't enter into a relationship and get to know the other person intimately before deciding that we want to marry them. This is because premarital relationships are forbidden in Islam. My name's Isam. I was 22 when I decided what I wanted. The first thing I did was tell my parents, I want to get married. My dad suggested that I meet the daughter of one of his friends. I agreed and we arranged to meet the following week.
Some people seek their parents' aid in finding a spouse. Parents usually discuss possible candidates with their children before arranging a meeting between the two. Parents should be mindful of what their children are looking for and remember that in the end it is their son or daughter who shall make a final decision. Parents should never be pushy or force a decision onto their children, but rather act as support and make it easy for them to complete half their deen.
When searching for a partner, Muslims consider 4 attributes: piety, beauty, social status, and wealth. Of course, I wanted my partner to be beautiful, but I also wanted her to be pious and know her religion. Before meeting the daughter of my father's friend, I prayed a special prayer. Bisma glanced at me a lot while her wali spoke. I thought she was beautiful, but when her wali and my parents left us to talk for 10 minutes, I learned that she was very shy.
I'm sorry, I don't know what to say.
Is there anything you want to ask me? Tell you what, I'll ask you some questions.
Okay. When meeting a prospective spouse, it's important to ask the right questions, as marriage is a lifetime commitment, and it's important to know if you are compatible with the person.
After Bisma left, I spoke to my parents. I told them that I didn't think we were right for each other. She had been beautiful, but when answering my questions, she hadn't seemed sure about anything. Almost as though she didn't know what she wanted from life, let alone marriage. I knew what I wanted. It was time to try finding a girl using a different method. Matrimonial sites on the internet.
What with the many success stories of love found through matrimonial sites, more and more people are looking for their partners online. As long as intentions are established for marriage only, excluding long cyber relationships, this could be a fairly effective way of finding a spouse for some. Remember, dating is not allowed in Islam. If you are searching for love on the internet, keep conversations appropriate and hurry to secure a date for a meeting.
I wasn't the kind of guy that could spend hours on the internet, but I was determined to try a marriage website, in case it meant that she was out there somewhere. Searching for me as I was searching for her, I met a few virtual possibles on a marriage website. One of these possibles was a girl named Gamzi, who I hoped to know better by using MSN.
It's hard to see brothers and sisters round the world are suffering. Sometimes I dream that life's a little better than it seems. Every night close my eyes, dream of a brighter day.
Many of the other sisters I took interest to online were similar to her. They only wanted to chat endlessly and not arrange a date for a meeting. So of course I grew tired of the virtual world and gave up. Well, actually, I wasn't gonna give up yet.
Don't forget about the times when everything seems alright.
Isam, this is Sister Noor.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
I asked questions, she asked questions. We both came up with different answers, and it seemed as though we both wanted different things. I didn't see eye to eye with her, and I think she could tell. If marriage means forever, forever is a long time to spend with someone you have a different outlook to.
Difference of opinion can be a good thing.
As it means variety. But there was too much difference for my liking. We said our goodbyes and decided not to schedule any further meetings. And after all the long months of searching, I decided to give up finding the girl. I tried not to look at the couples holding hands on the streets or school corridors. It reminded me too much of my failed mission. I settled back into my usual routine, and time flew by. Exams were on the way, when one day, outside my locker, she came to me.
Excuse me, brother.
Yes?
You dropped this. It's your iPod.
She told me I listened to too much music, and she actually asked me if I've ever heard of Nasheed. I liked her. I didn't know if she liked me, but this girl I hadn't even noticed before was suddenly always on my mind. Some weeks passed before I felt that I had to confront her about my feelings. We decided to meet several times with her brother present, and although we had our differences, we were more similar to each other than I thought. 3.5 months later, we decided to get married. And well, that's my story. Through telling you, I hope you can see that in spite of my struggles, I eventually found the partner Allah decreed for me. That is because Allah has created someone special in the world for each and every one of us. When the time is right, He will guide you to them. It could be someone you least expect to find yourself with. But whatever the case, be assured, they're out there somewhere, inshallah.
If you are not one of those people who, like Isam, met his partner coincidentally, you may want to try searching for them yourself. Nowadays, there are a lot of ways for a single Muslim to find a spouse. Choose that way, which is best suited to you. Make dua and perform salat al-istikhara if you do meet a potential spouse. Always keep your intentions clean, be safe, and remember, nothing is ever easy, but never give up.